the torch into the arena, and they could potentially find that out here on Dust 2. As you can tell, we've adjusted some of the color settings on your monitor, and this Dust 2 does look a little bit different, and that's completely okay, because now it's going to be Momo and Anders to tell us why.
Well, if only it was in the game too, that would be great. We've got that 20th anniversary.
Have you played that yet? Have you ran around in it at all?
No, I haven't.
I'm wondering if the ratios are still the same.
I desperately want to, but my laptop is toast, so I just, it's been a real struggle. I'm not loving it. Now, pushing into the middle like this, I do like that kind of a play with Stavin here back. There was a bit of a trick being thrown. Oh, he somehow gets that headshot.
Yeah, that's a fadeaway and a half. Kenny's not going to be too happy about that one. Either way, mid control goes the way of G2, but they have lost a player. One more runs across towards the B bomb site. Now we have a pretty standard setup. 2 at long, Freiburg and Stavin, and then Blame back in that A bomb site. There is a Molotov to force him into the open. But tough part is there's 3 players on G2 side of thing that don't have armor anymore. Didn't even buy armor. Here's the hit. Freiburg coming in. He's just trying to hold the angle. Doesn't want to peek into it, but Blame is taking some of the aggro away, and he can try and do some. But now that his teammates are falling, he's got to be a bit more cautious. A long way to fall back. G2 doesn't want to let him get away. They've got him right where they want him. And he's frozen there at the corner. The rest of his teammates try and get up the ramp.
Oh, Jax, look at that one Molotov. They have a smoke on Freiburg, but if they play that incorrectly, if they use it, let's say, to block off short, which wouldn't be that uncommon, then I think that's going to be a lot of trouble. Trying to boost to see if they catch anybody, but time is running out on this really quickly. Nice enough shot there on S-Tag, but I'm still looking at that smoke for Freiburg. In fact, that's pretty much the only thing that I care about right now. And where is he going to be using it? On the bomb itself. That is really important. Jax is going to be going down, and somehow they get to do it. Well done, S-Tag, and Freiburg with the defuse. It's a heroic retake. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a smart usage of the of the smoke by Freiburg as well. As you mentioned, they could have used it for Catwalk on the retake to make that a bit easier. Might have actually been influenced into it if there was a bit more aggression off Catwalk, but either way, really nicely done from Freiburg that whole round, staying alive, staying at that corner, supporting his teammates on the way in, and that smoke was crucial. 1-0 for Heroic. Off to a good start after losing Vertigo 3-16, their own pick. They just got trounced.
Yeah, that did not work out how they were planning for it. Or you have to hope. If they were planning for it, then
That's a bad plan.
Yeah, need to probably get into some sort of deeper examination of what's happening on that team. Oh, wow. That was just a couple of kills, within the same second, more or less. Jax down to 6 health, but it doesn't really matter. They still have a very good shot at doing this.
No, Kenny simultaneously got a kill with the scout in mid, so this is really going to force Heroic to make a decision. That AUG, though, just crouch in this position, and players do not enjoy peeking into that kind of a fight against the AUG. Kenny's still looking for more information, for somebody to cross mid to try and support this B bomb, so they know what the kills they've got. Likely there's just one defender there.
Under a minute, but still a lot of time here for the T side to figure out what they want to do. Blame putting out a couple of shots, but not connecting as much as he probably wish he could have. Bomb still in lower dark, suggesting maybe.
I think what they're going to do here, because Jax only has 6 HP, he's watching for this push. This would be such a big kill for him to get, but he's not going to have it. He wanted to throw a fake. He had all the utility. There's no nades on these last 3 players for G2. This started out so well. This was a 5-on-3. Now evened up. This A bomb site is all they have. They're at least going to get a plant out of it, but no armor on Lucky. They don't have anyone on Catwalk at the moment. Lucky's coming back to do that first, but Freiburg has the better weaponry, and he's got armor, and he's going to get the kill. No, he's not. He could not connect, and Lucky swings out. Nice shot from the Deagle. Had to be a headshot. And now they can feel a little bit safer. Inside the bomb site, holding the angles.
And that's S-Tag down low on 30 health. He has the kit as well, so that's an absolute disaster if that falls over at the catwalk. Blame sneaking in, good kill. A follow-up though, headshot for Kenny. And S-Tag, he shouldn't get a chance to really get too much closer here. They should have the crossfire set up for him almost no matter what. Pistols are all they need, but Shox is going to do it with the AK, and they still are around.
No, I mean, that's 2 incredible shots, though, that they had to win. I mean, Lucky with that Deagle on Catwalk against Freiburg, and that shot from Kenny S with the scout on the player coming up ramp. That was the big one, because he had such an advantage. And if Kenny goes down there, if Kenny just gets a tag even, Shox is in such a tough position with 1 player on Catwalk and 1 player in the ramp, and he's stuck in the bomb site. Great round. Oh, wow. Dear.
Yeah, that's hard to prevent, isn't it? So, they buy a scout there on S-Tag, though, and maybe that could give them something back. Not really a heavy investment into this round for Heroic. Maybe they could make something of it. Oh, I like this fact that he's pushing up. That's pretty cool. Doesn't work out, but still, you've got to try something.
Yeah, taking a risk. Well, Amanex in pit, Shocks in upper dark, and the other 3 players from G2 all organized outside long, but they haven't made a decision of where they want to end up. Let's see if Jax makes the run all the way over towards B through T-spawn. I thought he might just stick around to check, but they're going to go to the other side of the map. That leaves 2 players in pit now. And I guess this is going to be a fake. KennyS and Amanek starting to use their utility to move up long, and look at the rotation on the minimap. Look at all those blue dots. Look at how they're getting pulled away from middle, away from the B bomb site. So this is working just perfectly. And any kill that Amanek gets with this MAC-10, it's bonus money. It's going to further the commitment of the defense towards this side of the map and makes things that much easier. So should be a free round for G2.
Yeah, if they even pick up 4 kills on the A bomb side, I always try and say Moses. Oh, wow. Good enough shot there with the Deagle. Could do a little bit more damage. Oh, wow. What just happened? Please do it one more time. And now I'm just interested. Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, those were a couple of very nice shots at the end. And I mean, even for a moment, 2 players a day, if you get all 3 of those kills quick enough, you can really apply some pressure.
See, if I was the in-game leader and I called a fake towards here, I'd say if you can fake it and get 4 kills, then it's a really good fake. Now we're really working with something.
Well, you know, it helps when they don't have any armor and just pistols. And this time it's going to be even worse. They can't even do upgraded pistols. It's just smoke for middle to deny information, to make G2 unsure of how many are going to cross over. 1 flashbang. So Heroic is going to line up on, well, I thought they would all go towards Catwalk, but they might just line up in that A bomb site and just try and take a fight, either Catwalk or long, wherever G2 attacks, if they end up coming here.
Surely if you're going to be in this position, put somebody by the baskets so that they're the first point of contact. The flash goes out, people come running in. I feel like right now, if they flashed, half the team couldn't even find anyone. I guess we'll see. Maybe we won't see it.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting because, I mean, G2, you never know. They might just go and take Catwalk, just do the standard take, just to get control of it, just to force anyone back. The interesting thing about the stack is that it's not all 4 players outside of Stavin who are going to be able to fight. You know, if they go Catwalk and he throws this flash, it's really just the 2 of them who can swing wide.
Yeah, that would be my thinking too. I would imagine most of the T's could backpedal and sort of fall back down the stairs again. We'll see. Okay, Freiburg is in this position. That's good. That helps out a little bit. So I'm guessing once Freiburg shoots this gun, the flash is going to go out, and then...
I don't even think we're going to get that far.
No,
Amanek clearing out the speed bomb set at the moment. He's about to call everyone back, and yeah, they just got the information. So the benefit of those MAC-10s, right? If you look at
the picture of Amanek when we were on him, he does have the look at that. He's got like the sort of a little smile of a guy who just found an empty bomb site. He does have that like
the little smirk.
Yeah, it's like yeah, no one's here. That's the face you want to make, pretty much. When you discover that kind of thing.
He's just got it permanently.
Yeah, Shocks on the other hand, puppy dog eyes.
He's going for that blue steel.
He always looks sad. I wish we could invest collectively into like a puppy or something to, something that could
make Shock smile.
Yeah. Oh, all on Catwalk and all getting shut down. Amanek with a nice triple for the MAC-10. So that's a little bit of money to work with.
Yeah, that's a lot of money to work with, and that smirk is going to remain just plastered to his face after he jumps up to get quick 3 kills. And now the AKs come out. KennyS still has the AUG, and NATO's got the AWP.
Do you think if you went into like one of those like Botox places, you could say, if you bring like a picture of Amanek, you say, I kind of just want to, can I look like this permanently?
I want the French smirk.
The French smirk, yeah. If you can get me that French smirk, from Counter-Strike, you get me that'd be great. It's going to be round number 5 now. And I think finally we could see a little bit of Heroic here. Now we've got sort of the initial part of this second map out of the way. Now it's going to be interesting to see what they could do. They need to come up with something great. And look at this fast rush into the middle. That is a brilliant counter Molotov, though. That's going to buy some time. And actually Blame pushing through. He really wants to make sure he's controlling this. I think that's a pretty big play from him. He does get shot down from Kenny, but still, he sort of had to do something.
No, that was well worth it. Look at how much utility that G2 tried to use to execute that fast split. It's so much is gone. But they had the perfect call for the heroic defense setup. That was going to be a direct counter if it weren't for Blame. And they're going to fall back towards T-spawn. Freiburg's here. Yeah, he's pushed all the way through. Oh, that jump, though. Now he's stuck. Now he's ruined. This gets real bad. 2 quick kills for G2. And the only response is Staffin pushing out of the B bomb site. He loves that fight with the AUG. He's got the dink right at the end. But Shox controls the A bomb site, and there is a smoke for the cross.
Somehow S-Tag winning a fight there, but Kenny going to pick up one more kill. And now it's on Stavin 1 versus 2. They have plenty of health. Oh, I feel very bad for Freiburg. I feel bad for you too, Moses. Don't worry about it. 35 seconds, and he's just not even sure. I think he was worried that they were going to reverse their course, so wanted to see if he could catch them. Now, instead, they are defending. Both of them able to fight at long here, and yeah, he's going to be double peaked there. Very unfortunate. That was rough on Freiburg, wasn't he? He had his hand all the way in the cookie jar, and Mum came in the kitchen and said, "What's this, Freiburg? What's your hand doing?"
And then he got a good spanking.
That is how it usually ends, Moses. That's what happens.
Yeah, that was the timing of that. That's got to be the most unfortunate thing, and obviously that's tough to deal with too, because you never know what's being communicated, right? Like the heroic guys at B bomb site might have been calling, yeah, they're committing, and then they fall back. But there's Amanek caught out in the open as well, and he's dropped by the USP.
I think with the assistance of 3 grenades or something like that. But yeah. It's actually awful to think about, because if they hadn't made that call, there's no way Freiburg could have known that, but if they hadn't made that, he would have been there for the B execute. He shot all of them in the back. So
yeah, it would have been great.
Would have actually been great.
Well, here we go. Heroic would love to return this. They've got a man advantage. They still have a scout taking a little bit of damage on these 4 players. But they have the weaponry to complete this. As G2 mostly huddled around. I mean, G2 this half so far, this early stages of this offensive side for the French, has mostly been, player in upper dark, player outside long, and then a 3-man group mentality just kind of roaming, whether it's catwalk, whether it's middle. Now it's the 3-man attacking B. Lucky going to lurk in mid to stop the rotation. That Molotov is perfect. S-Tag going to fight in the flames, just tap away. Hope he gets fortunate. Not going to happen. And Lucky actually doesn't stick around in mid all on his own to catch the rotation. He's got full faith in these AK-47s to be able to do it. And actually, Jack's almost brought down. He's got the bomb. He's going back for a fight. Might just want to get that planted.
No reason to risk it. Freiburg pushing in with a Deagle this time. And he's not going to get overrun, but he's got Kenny, I think, holding there with the orb at the corner. So it might still be really tricky. Kenny knows that no one's going to come from lower dark, because that's been covered. Or at least was being covered by Lucky. This is a very good start. Much too good of a start, I think, for G2. Although, I don't know. I still think CT side is a little bit more tricky.
G2's got to be really careful with exiting this bomb site. Freiburg is waiting in what we used to call Alaska. There's Lucky dropping down, and he's going to clear out an exit path towards middle, but it's a little late. They've already committed to falling back towards T-spawn. That's going to allow Freiburg to get 1. Anything more he can find would be great. If he finds Shox, Kenny S is very low as well, but NATO's at least going to get out with an AK-47, so a little bit of boost for the CT economy.
Why is it called Alaska, Moses? Can you help us out?
Middle of nowhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think that's why. I think that was the big story. I think it was actually the lower portion. I think we called Texas, and then the big portion we called Alaska.
Okay, so a little bit of a burn on those people.
Yeah. I think it's just a big chunk of map that doesn't really get utilized too often.
Okay. That's fair enough. Crazy governor too, perhaps. Round number 7, and again, Heroic going to be picking up rifles. That's the second time they have like a reasonable buy. Double AWP this time, that could get interesting.
It really can, and we'll see G2 bust out a double AWP on their CT side as well when we get to it. Shox is going to take point up catwalk, and here's that kind of 1-3-1 setup. You can see Amanek watching upper dark, Lucky watching outside long, Shox, Jackson, Kenny S working together with cat control, with mid control, and plenty of utility. Only 1 kit on the Heroic side as well. These retakes will be sketchy. It's only on Blame. That's a pretty decent nade. Nice damage on the Shox, down to 50 HP.
I don't really want to start catwalk push with half health. That could end badly in all kinds of ways. He's going to be jumping right down through the smoke, and he does get caught by a blame. Whether he's there at least. S-tag on the other side. Decent crossfire. Now buying a lot of time. 35 seconds, and the bomb's making his way back. Molotov probably going to take care of blame. You have to assume he's being forced into it. That's a way to do it, but still under 30 seconds now.
Yeah, and where do you go? G2, they wanted to do a mid to B split. They wanted that drop in to eliminate the CT players so they could attack the B bomb site. It's not going to happen. Freiburg's pushed out long once again, and NATO just has to get one kill and delay with this AWP. Flashbang is perfect, though. It distracts him for long enough, and that's a great headshot from Lucky. Much needed. And Freiburg, he can no longer go for the flank. He's got to push out towards long. He's got to come back, and he's going to have Almanek to face. Big fight here. This could dictate the round, and Almanek's got it. Only S-tag and Staven remain to try and retake, and Staven's got the kit.
Yeah, they need to do this really quickly. They need almost an instantaneous kill. Otherwise, it's not worth going for it. They don't have any money. They have the round loss bonus, but I don't think that's good enough. They need a kill, pretty much as soon as they turn that corner. Because taking the fight long is going to take a long time, and now it's definitely not worth it. Like, I would say...
Yeah, you got to back off, especially with the damage being taken. It just makes the percentage of winning this round just plummet. Great job from G2. They actually... Yeah. What they wanted, that was like plan C, was going up catwalk, right? They didn't get anything they wanted. They didn't get anything they set up. So really nice mid-round adjustment from G2. And they're going to start running up the scoreline once again. 6-1 over Heroic.
Some of these rounds are so crushing for the Heroic side. I feel like when you only have... That's 7 rounds played, and they've only really had sort of a real buy 2 out of 7 rounds. And the rest have been kind of all over the place. So they're really struggling to try and figure out how they can make this work.
I mean, that's kind of what happens when you win the pistol and lose the second. Your economy and the decisions you make get all thrown to hell, and they haven't really been able to stabilize. They haven't handled that kind of obstacle very well on the Heroic side of things. It'll be interesting to see what they decide to do, because they can actually buy here with that full Uzi bonus. They can drop some weapons over. They can have at least 4 powerful rifles with an AWP mixed in there as well. So I think Heroic's going to go for this force, but actually they have 2 ops. Fair play.
It does hurt the grenades a little bit, but I still think this is pretty competitive. Over at long, S-tag going to be falling back. They're not directly chasing him down, and Blame up here on the catwalk. Almanek crouching right under. Could have been a chance for a bit of an engagement. Still might be. But they're falling back from long, and they've just sort of cleared that out. They've left Shocks up there. I think he's boosted up, so if anyone comes to reclaim it, probably pretty hard to spot that out. A lot of people here stuck on the A-bomb side.
Now, I'm curious to see what G2 is going to do, because Almanek is in middle, and he knows there's a couple players on catwalk. The question is, do they want to go clear that out and force that defense back? It doesn't look like it. 3 players in upper dark. The op is going to do work. These are easy shots for NATO. That's the bomb on the ground as well. That is not retrievable. Next step is for Almanek to get out mid, creep his way here, and try and have some kind of an impact. But there's no need for anyone from Heroic to actually try and rotate and cross into Almanek's vision.
Ooh, does he think he's beat them to it? Bomb is picked up on Jax. They're both right in front of him. He's going to put another smoke and start to fall back. 35 seconds. Blame goes down, so that's a bit of catwalk control now in their favor, but nice shot from S-tag. That should seal it. I think up until that point, it could have been competitive. Now, with 25 seconds, it really should not be.
You'd think that, but you'd be crazy, because you still have a chance inside this A-bomb site. It's really only one defender. That one on the ramp is going to get picked off by Shocks. Nice lurk. He's got NATO. That's a big win from behind, and Jax has no idea Freiburg is still in the site, and there it is. There's the peak. Nice hold from Freiburg. A second round for Heroic, and brilliantly, they have at least 3 players survive, so they keep that double op alive and let some of the money grow behind that victory. Big round from NATO with the AWP.
Oh, nice side by side. I like that. Picking up a couple of good kills like that, and G2 obviously trying to see if they could flip it back around the other way, but did not work out. Bit of a grenade smoke towards that long corner, but doesn't matter. He's at it again.
That's a blind shot through the smoke, and he just knows the angle. Nice muscle memory from NATO. Well practiced, and Blame. Oh, he's spotted. He had no idea. Must be Jax's lucky day. S-tag. Very narrow angle in middle, and Kenny S, if he tries to go any deeper through those doors, S-Tag's going to have the advantage, but he backs off. Couple smokes in middle still need to clear before G2 want to make any kind of movement. Looks like they want to do a late long take. No defender remained there after that pick from NATO.
No, and only one inside of B, so they could have a pretty good defense over at long. Still 2 smokes left for G2 to cross, so that means if S-Tag turns his aim back around at long, probably he's going to get smoked off for a good long while. We'll see how this plays out. He's actually getting a bit closer. Might want to get boosted up into the side. Yeah, they're going to have the timing for it. It's kind of scary sometimes if you're doing this as they're pushing, but he's going to be here a second earlier. 40 seconds now. NATO setting up with the AWP. Going to go back and help a little bit here at Catwalk. Jax, all about timing for him right now.
Oh, that's so sketchy from NATO. That is some insanity. Freiburg is able to find that, but at least they know there's one more on Catwalk. Here we go. Going to be able to get into the bomb site. Shock's going to put this plant in. And an AWP picked up by Lucky. He's going to head back out towards long. No one is coming this way, so he's going to be unpressured from the long corner. And the bomb planted for him as well.
Molotov there. Goes behind Shock's. Going to stand up and try and one-tap it away. And he's going to go down. Now it's a 1-on-3 instead. And Lucky down here. They do have a smoke. They have a couple of smokes, so they could even, smoke in front of him, smoke on the bomb site itself, probably. Going to be very hard for him to stop this one, even though he's got the angle. It's going to be Stavin going down first now. Different angle for the defuse, and it's going to be a quick one, too. He's not readjusting, and they're going to get it. It looks like it should be easy, but it isn't always.
2 smokes. He probably could have handled the first one. He could have handled one. It was going to be tough either way, but that second smoke, yeah, there was no chance he was getting back into that. Still, that plant helps G2 buy through this losing streak. Now 2 rounds in a row for Heroic, and the losing bonus building up for G2 and diminishing from Heroic, but nice work. Even with NATO getting a little bit lost in terms of what's happening on the mapping, well overexposed on Catwalk. Oh, Kenny gets the tag. Stavin down to 31. He jumps over the smoke.
Still the money on Heroic, losing a bunch of people in that round. They need to stay alive here, and, well, that's upsetting. That's going to get the blood pressure spiked all the way up for NATO.
Look at S-Tag's position. He's actually going to try and flank. Oh, they catch him! They checked it, and Blame, he can do nothing. It's all on Freiburg, and he's in the worst spot possible. That's G2 just changing the pace and catching the defense completely off guard. 6-3, and this is looking to be the 7th, especially now they know the position of Stavin.
They do that, and I mean, they have some money, maybe. Amanek has enough to go hunting. He's got the Mac 10 as well. That is so frustrating. Getting hunted like that on long with the Mac 10. Oh, he's made a bit of noise. He heard that.
I think we saw it previously when we've seen G2 play that. Is they every once in a while they bust out one of those rounds where they'll get someone either in pit very aggressively, very quickly, or you'll see a Mac 10 jump through that smoke. And again, it's unfortunately NATO who got caught on Catwalk the previous round, and this time he gets caught again. Amanek's going to get to upgrade that Mac 10 with a couple kills of bonus money, and they stop Heroic's win streak cold. And I'm hearing shouts. I'm assuming that's the NRG Astralis game on the B stream.
It's 10-7 in favor of Astralis. They were on Nuke, so I wouldn't say that's not necessarily amazing for Astralis. But what kind of a world are we living in?
I mean, they did get 10 rounds in the T side, so that's not too shabby.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I'm just confused because Liquid almost lost to Hellraisers earlier today. And,
so the whole world seems topsy-turvy. No one knows what's happening at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor Freiburg. Everyone falls around him. Heroic never had a grip on that round. They never really knew where the attack was going to come from. The fast pressure towards long made him feel like it was coming from that position, but obviously up Catwalk was the main brunt of the attack.
You know what came to mind? When you get hunted down on long like that with a Mac 10, Moses, there should be a way to, like a key to make that sound from that old, like, My God Flash video.
Okay.
You know that sound the guy makes?
No, but I didn't want to throw you under the bus. I just wanted to let you keep going with it.
You don't know what that sound is?
No.
Right. I'm not going to try and make it, but... Oh! S-Tag.
Make it now.
Nicely done.
Make it on one of these shots, Anders. Give us one of that sounds on one of these stunning Deagle shots. Stavin going to try and retrieve a weapon, I would imagine.
Can I wait until my voice is fully back? Hopefully that's tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm still struggling a little bit.
I didn't know it was a voice box intensive sound.
Kind of is.
Okay.
High pitched. I guarantee you a bunch of people know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm just not one of them.
I guarantee it. No, I'll find a video afterwards. You'll know immediately.
Well, Catwalk seems to be where G2 wants to end up. NATO, Sapphics, and Blame going to get into position.
Good flank from Stavin. I mean,
Did Jax catch that?
Kenny to open up. That flank with the Deagle. It's so tricky to flank with Deagles in general. He's going to run right into it. Shocks saw it coming. And they are very patient.
Yeah, that's actually really cool discipline and composure from G2 during that hit, is just, remain calm, wait for the next follow-up peak. Freiburg's got a couple dinks and actually a decent amount of damage. He's done a pretty good job, all things considered. Just not able to complete any of those kills, and G2 8-3 now.
What did Malik writing down in his little book? Little notes.
I don't know. We should ask him after this game.
I sometimes wish I knew. There are a couple of coaches that do that a lot.
Extensive note-taking.
Yeah.
James RL is one of those for Ghosts.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that? It seems like he's writing a novel at times.
Maybe he's thinking about future book sales and stuff like that. Ooh. Not going to be catching anyone there. Another chance here for Heroic with rifles out at long, and it's going to be a bit of a fight.
It's the same strategy they ran when Almanac had the MAC-10, except this time, so many bodies for Heroic were there. Nice shot from NATO. I want to go help and support long, though, and actually, G2 going to call it off. I think now they have the idea. They know Freiburg and NATO are there, so they just say there's one defender at the B-bomb site. No matter how we decide to attack this, it's a 3 versus 1. S-Tag, big job to do. The whole round on his shoulders.
Well, he's pushed up aggressively, catching them with a grenade in hand, and oh my god, what an absolute spray down. Taking 2 and almost Kenny as well. There's not much Kenny can do at this point. The timing for being at that corner was dead on perfect.
Well, first player turns the corner with nade in hand, which is never advised, but you also never really expect that kind of a positioning from the defender. Either way, S-Tag is caught up with their pants down. 57 seconds, and Kenny S with 11 HP. I think they must think they have him boxed in, because Freiburg is back towards T-spawn, and the other 2 players are in the B-bomb site. Kenny, there's no way he could possibly know this.
Oh, this could get weird, couldn't it?
But if they're convinced that they have him trapped in Upper Dark, he's at least going to get a plant. And then you have Kenny S with an AWP, and you never know what happens there, even with 11 HP.
Yeah, the only big thing that could really ruin all of our fun here is that 1 HE grenade on NATO. So if Kenny's on the bomb site fighting, that should be the end.
No, but I can almost tell you what's going to happen. Kenny's going to plant this bomb, and when he realizes, he might assume someone's on catwalk, but he's going to have to get aggressive somewhere. With 11 HP,
down middle.
You just can't sit back. So
yeah, just jump down middle and look.
Yep. And he might be able to catch someone off guard entirely over at that B-bomb site. Yeah, Heroic must think he's just saving his weapon. I think they just called out the flashbang, but there's the plant, and they're going to be so confused. They were so convinced, and if that was a hit, that would have been a beautiful thing.
Well, you're absolutely right. He did go aggressive, and he sort of had to. Now looking up catwalk, and NATO's coming there with a grenade, so if he could get that kill and then fall back into catwalk, that will help him out a little bit. He's still scoped up, looking at the corner. He's going to get that first one. The grenades out of the way. Now he's back down in CT spawn. They're going to double peek him. Oh, well, nice attempt for Kenny. You see him just kind of a little bit annoyed, but not sure what he could have done. They even did not have a lot of time, did they?
No, that was the thing. That could have been very sketchy. That's why it was so odd to see them so convinced he was in that one small corner in Upper Dark. That was crazy for so long as well. They were sitting there for like a minute. Either way, 8-4. Still a really good lead for G2. And I mean, Heroic, they need more than just 4. You can't go into a second half. I mean, remember, they were down 12-3 at half of Vertigo. I mean, you have to, at some point, have a competitive half to even give yourself a chance in the second half. So Heroic need to build upon this. Not a whole lot of rounds left. They only have 3 left to close this gap.
Yeah, and if you look at the economy there on the CT side, it's kind of devastating once again that if they lose this round, G2 just kind of run away with the game a little bit more. So, gotta find a way to string rounds together here and survive with more than a couple of rifles every single time. They are still pretty close to the edge. Freiburg alone over at long. And NATO Savix with the AWP at car. He's been pretty good, I would say, throughout this series so far. So I'd probably trust him too to try and take that shot. See if they're going to smoke him off or not. Bomb is out here. I'm guessing Lucky not going to be taking long alone with the bomb. You'd hope not.
You'd hope not.
But they're saying that we have seen G2 do that a lot. Where
We've seen some crazy things out of him. Well, at least he's got some backup now. 3 players, Jackson, Kenny has to support. NATO playing at the car. He could choose to commit towards long. That smoke is going to block his vision at the corner. Freiburg's got to be careful. This one pop flash coming through could be brutal. He's not looking away. Now he turns. Now he knows it's coming. Second player clears it, though. And Freiburg can get nothing done. That makes Blame push towards Catwalk through the smoke, and he doesn't clear beneath him. Shox has an easy one, and now the Opper in this position just starts crying. He's in a really uncomfortable position, and he's not happy about it. S-Tag coming over to try and help out. Perfect flashbang. They're lined up along the wall. Kenny S puts him down, but there goes NATO, and Shox still doing work from Catwalk. Double kill for him, and the round's over. 9-4.
Wow, that almost brought it back. That flashbang of the spray down the side of the wall there. Sad imagery of the Orpa weeping in the bomb site.
It is just the worst feeling as the Opper.
You know, it's only a couple of seconds later that there's going to be a Molotov landing on you, and you're like, oh, well, can't do this anymore. 9-4. And again, as we said, Stavin's got a Negev. That's not what we were saying, but he does.
Oh, that's a misbuy and a half.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. I'm 100% certain that's a misbuy. But this could create the entire legend around him.
It could
the
really.
Misbuy and a Negev. What if he gets an ace?
Sort of like a, sword in the stone kind of thing. He's like the one guy that.
Yeah, he had to pull the Negev out of the F1 rebuy key.
Yeah. And then somehow he just makes it work.
And now he's the prince that was promised. And at this point, G2 just starts. He just gets tagged as well. Kenny's like, get out of my face.
Just listen to it. What must G2 be thinking? Like, what's up with these Danish people?
Exactly. They're like, why the hell is there a Negev in play at this point? And unfortunately, they weren't considering the Negev when they took these positions. And now he's tagged. He's got no teammates.
Maybe what's missing from this combination, if you're really going to do it, and you are Danish anyways, you find some of that Amanita Muscaria Moses out in the woods, and then you buy it.
Listen, I say he just sits there on that pallet, waits for these smokes. Yeah. Get into this. That's 100 bullets that G2's got to wait for. Not even waiting. Lucky's willing to take the damage.
That's the team wait.
Oh, he's got a little bit. Nothing.
It's real close. I'm not going to lie.
It wasn't close at all.
Stavin actually says, misbuy, sorry. What a guy. He's basically saying, I'm not trying to troll. I'm not trying to make light of the game. I did just misbuy it. So.
And he's just trying to be like, listen, I know this is serious. I know you guys are good. I'm not just trying to be a dick.
Yeah, that's I can appreciate that. Unfortunate with the misbuy, it can happen. I don't know. If it had been the old Negev where you could tap with it, like that was so unbelievably underrated. Like you could play it like an AK only. It was way too expensive, but it was.
That's what I was gonna say.
And your movement speed was slow, but you could really headshot people with it.
Well, slow move speed is the hard one, and the price tag is the other real.
Sometimes you got to spend big hoses. Oh, it's S-Tag going down, and the flashbang means that round's done.
That timing is so.
Well, it's round number 15, so they might as well go for it. But retaking 3 versus 5 on B-bomb side.
No kits either.
No kits. A lot of Molotovs. There's still 3 smokes.
The bomb site was taken with what? 1 flashbang? So that's a lot of utility. It was very quick in the round. They didn't spend anything to get map control. Jax is brought down low. But yeah, this is just going to be a utility dump. 2 more smokes still, so no matter how this retake comes to play, Heroic's going to be going through a smoke. The question is when. It's not if. And Blame boosted up is going to see absolutely nothing. Yeah, now they go through, but there's a small gap that actually might help him in. Amanek hasn't peeked up yet. One actually gets in. That's the AUG. Blame goes down. Amanek has dispatched of 2, and Lucky's going to get the last to close the half. It's an 11-4 lead for G2.
Yeah, that is so overpowering here. First half, second map. We're going to go to a quick break, and then we'll be back with the conclusion of Dust 2. Stay with us.
Got the army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. I got a couple thickies chilling in my room who be shaking it like the twerk team. Ladies, show me where them curves be. Curious, I'm not pervy. Honestly, you and your best friend could go and develop a new twerk scene. Got the army with me like Xerxes. Army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. Understand you can't hurt me. I got the army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. I got a couple thickies chilling in my room who be shaking it like the twerk team. Have your girlfriend run straight to my yard and have her up in my bed. Yep, 20 minutes I'm dead. I tell her okay leave, no Snapchat or back chat please. What color is your backpack? Yep, green. Tell your boyfriend he's a whack twat G. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Let's go. Army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. Got a couple dickies chilling in my room. We'll be shaking it like the twerk team. Ladies, show me where them curves be. Curious, I'm not pervy. Honestly, you and your bestie could go and develop a new twerk scene like.
A quick break, and we're back with the second half of Dust 2 here. Second map as well. And it's, I don't know, it's not looking great for G2. Oh, sorry, no, for Heroic.
For
G2
Heroic,
are looking great.
Yeah, G2 are feeling real good. Heroic, I mean, 12-3 to start Vertigo, 11-4 to start Dust 2. They have not done good in these opening halves, but now switching over to the offensive side. Let's see what they've got in store for us. 3 players towards that B bomb site, but same with G2, actually. Kenny's going to push up into lower B. He wants to take this fight. He was spotted, so he's not going to commit to lower dark, and he just slowly backs away. But new angle. Love to just get one headshot and back off, and that's his chance. Playing it safe. Jack's up on catwalk as well to support.
He's very patient for Heroic, not really aware to not overpeak some of those angles. They do have 2 smokes and a P250, so...
I'm really curious this position from Lucky, because you could see G2. This is going to have to be a pretty dynamic defense. They have 3 players in mid, so they can swing back and forth between the bomb site while controlling this part of the map. But it's Lucky at Car who's going to get stuck if Heroic turn this corner, which is where they're going to amass their bodies. And then you can't rotate fast enough to really help them out. You're going to have to play the cross.
Yeah, but they don't have a Molotov, so still shoot through the car and do some damage, especially with the P250. But that would give the game away as well, so... Maybe they don't want to do that. They're probably just going to smoke the cross and then run up the long side, and he's so ready for it. Oh, a little bit of a peek there for Blame. That is pretty good. So he's up. Oh, yeah, there we go. Smokes thought they were going to be a little bit late. Kenny pushing in. That could have been godlike, couldn't it?
Oh, if he got something there, that would have been just absolutely wild. But their flash, he goes back for more, and he's got one, and he gets away. No damage taken. And look, there's a player over at Gandalf. He can stop this. A boost up as well. He's distracting the bomb in the site. Great shot from NATO. I don't know how he managed that one. Kenny not able to land the shot, and that puts Jax in a really tough position. He was phenomenal on Inferno. He was on point. But he's got no support here, and he's down. Freiburg with the P250 ends it. Amanek now creeping up. Trying to make something happen, trying to get an entrance, and they're committed, and they're down. Heroic going to take the pistol round. It's 5-11.
Man, I don't know how that boost didn't work out, but...
Yeah, that was actually a really sick boost considering that position at the corner.
Yeah, that would have been completely perfect. Didn't work out. Heroic picking up a pistol round that... I mean, if there's any dream here, look how close this is. Any dream of them coming back has to start with them winning a pistol here.
Yeah. Kenny's probably wondering why his USP didn't work that round.
Yeah, all the bullets going somewhere else.
Flash out long. Freiburg is going to take the angle and lead the way out.
And they, for once, maybe the first time so far in this game, they've had...
It's going to be a mid-crunch, Anders.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
3 on catwalk, 2 by the double doors. I think they're hoping that someone is going to try and make their way up catwalk, but now I think G2's just got to be the aggressors, got to go find what they want.
Yeah, they're going to see nobody. Only way could maybe work out is if Heroic somehow fell back from long now.
No, or if this flank comes in before Staven gets back to T-spawn, I think he's going to make it in time. Yeah, he should be able to slaughter this, but he's got his knife out. He's just, oh, he's so lucky. I don't know why he went back for it, but at least he's got the information.
He knows.
He's like, hey, boys, there's 3 people behind you. Maybe speed things up.
Yeah, go and at least get the bomb plant down so the round is not going to be an issue anymore. AK unlucky.
No, but you send that in last. I think they're doing this well because he'll still have the option to save it. You send the USPs out. If you start getting kills, you can commit. Flame holding the trigger, now distracted by the jump. Actually doesn't complete the reload. He's such low HP. There's NATO, and now that AK-47 picked up by G2 can do nothing.
So, losing a couple of players, but they managed to recover the round. Looked like there was a moment of panic, but they should be fine. 11-6, and now AWP in the hands of Kenny. And a couple of orcs picked up as well. So Heroic, they had just a little bit of vacation from all the pressure they've been feeling, and now it's back again.
Well, that's always the fun part, right? Like, how long does it take before you start feeling a little bit more comfortable as Heroic, and then maybe G2 just rips that away from you? So, 15-7 for Kenny has 100 ADR with that AWP. Long control again for Heroic, and I like that G2 didn't even fight for it. They don't have the utility to fight for it. They don't have the utility for much at all. Lucky's got some 3 players stacked up in the B bomb site, though. That's huge, and Kenny already got one from the window, and this is the follow-up, but there's still so many players to defend this B bomb site. I don't think Heroic even realizes what they're in for. No,
Kenny with the second kill in the middle as well. Timing perfect for Amanek, and he's going to know now. Nobody else is coming from upper dark. S-Tag. It's a really, really good flank from NATO, but S-Tag still has to do all the work, and he can't. That would have been it would have been beautiful if they could have actually secured the bomb site. But now instead, 1 versus 3, and it gets the kill on Jax. That leg shot, though, down to 1.
Yeah, I think that's the one. I think that's the shot that pretty much seals this. 1 HP, can't take a point of damage. Coming in through the window, looking for that AWPer, hoping that can catch him unaware. Has no idea where Amanek is. They called earlier that he had pushed tunnels, obviously, but I mean, he can be anywhere at this point. So, smoke towards the door. Molotov, that's exactly where Shox is, but he's got plenty of time to move, and that smoke at double doors even helps him readjust to a better position. Almost gets the kill on Amanek, but not to be. 12-6.
Good try. I mean, he had to do something. But that was a 3-man stack at B, right?
Yes.
So that's hard to read.
Well, yeah, they know Amanek and they know Kenny had the AWP, and never expected Shox to be there. He didn't even make his presence known until player of Heroic was already well committed into the bomb site. Back to pistols and Glocks, and 1 flashbang. It's going to come for long. Lucky and Jax, though, the only 2 players here, they still have a chance to fall back. They're a bit more committed now, but I don't think this flashbang is going to be nearly as effective as Heroic would like. And now Nade, Molotov deep in, and they can actually hear the tick. That's actually the audio cue they needed. 2 players. Lucky going to toss 1 more nade, and that might be perfect onto the following players, and that's huge. So much damage is done. This is going to be a mowdown. No chance for Heroic whatsoever. Lucky's loving life, and he's got all 5 kills. He's got an ace. 13-6.
UMP as well.
Big bada boom.
Is that what they said? I don't know.
It's 5th element.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Big
I
bada
kind of
boom.
forgot about that. I rewatched that not that long ago, with the expectation that it wouldn't be sort of what I remembered, but it was pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, no, it holds up pretty well.
Yeah. Well, you know, some movies are not like that. You're like, oh, okay. S-Tag. Bit of a fight. Kenny trying to be sneaky with the timing, but he's going to get shot down. Good start here. Heroic. these need to be like a lot of flawless rounds in a row. Like they need to crunch together like 5 or 6 in a row here where they just almost don't make any more mistakes.
I wonder if they keep on this path in this round, they'll have to face off against Shocks, and even Jax in CT spawn has a nice crossfire. That's a big find though. Lucky perhaps over-aggressive, which means Shocks has to get aggressive because they're not going to commit to his position. 2 players here. NATO not able to win that. Shocks needs to do more. Follow-up flashbang. He's blind, but no one commits to the fight around the corner. They were just a little bit worried, and Shocks is going to be able to slip away. However, that means the A bomb site. The only option now for G2 is what Amanek is doing, pushing in towards Upper Dark, get some information, start to shrink the map, and he might have a chance. They might come right back into him because Freiburg is coming through T-spawn. Big kill for Amanek, but he certainly can't get away. And Shocks still fighting in this B bomb site. Jax now farthest away from contact. Over at the car. Nice little peek from S-Tag with the AWP that ruins Shocks' recoil, and Jax just has to save.
Yeah, a couple of really experienced fights coming out of Freiburg in that scenario. He's making sure to shoulder peek it, take the first one over at long, but good follow-ups, 3 kills overall. Just leave Jax far away. Strange round in a lot of ways. It sort of felt like Shocks was... like he couldn't even find any place to stay safe. Hunted down the middle into the B-bomb side, then they came up at dark. He was just constantly on the run.
Well, I mean, all his teammates, I mean, we're all making, like, I guess, quote-unquote, the right plays in a way, but, like, they're all making plays to try and do something while the pressure is applied on him in middle. It's just unfortunate. None of them worked. You know, once that long player starts to get aggressive, you know, Lucky's trying to pull something out of nowhere and maybe catch him off guard. Yeah, usually long defenders like to make that kind of a flank push, early flank push, once, maybe twice and a half on the defense. Didn't pan out that time. Still, you're exactly right. Heroics still have a long way to go, and they have to win a couple more before you really start to feel this is a comeback.
Yeah, get up to you know 11, 12 rounds. I think then it could be done.
G2 knows it as well, taking a timeout because I think they're likely, you'd imagine they're going to buy, and this will be the last investment in their economy. Lucky will be able to drop over an AWP to Kenny, who will drop an M4 in return and have his own armor. And then they'll be out of money. So making the call right now to discuss this round and try and stop the comeback before it even begins.
Yeah, that was good. Good shot from Freiburg. Even I think he was continuing the spray in case somebody else was trying to show up there. Well, here we go.
There's that double op setup, Anders, for G2.
Oh yeah, you're right. We did actually mention that in the first half. A lot of grenades. All of the grenades raining out on long. That's just an endless stream of flashbangs going over, and absolutely nobody there was there to receive them.
Well, Shocks was doing the cat boost for Lucky, and Jax who find a kill in middle. Feeling confident to take the aggressive stance, considering how many flashbangs and how many bodies coming out long for the heroic side of things. Both the AWPs for G2 in that B bomb site, though.
Shocks really close on the corner here. They do have smokes and a lot of Molotovs on that T side, so we'll see how this goes. There's the initial grenade to try and set up the cross, and really good counter Molotov. It's going to at least force them a bit closer. Thought maybe it would actually delay them, but there was a bit of a gap there. Jax worried a little bit about catwalk. We can tell no one is going to be showing up there.
Lucky
slowing it down.
Lucky has a smoke as well. If they Molotov him out of that corner, he'll just be able to drop it. They don't use it there. Ooh! Nice hold of the angle from Blame. And Shocks now, he's got one at the car, has no idea. And that is just like a ticking time bomb. He can peek up at any moment, and Shocks will have no chance to defend himself. Same with the AWP. They're going to go for that boost. They want something. They want the player in Goose. They spot the railing. When does that peek happen at Carr? Here it comes. He just slides out to the left. And another one to follow up. Stalvin's got 2 kills, and Jax again just has to try and save the AUG. Down to 10 HP. Nice hold against the retake for Heroic.
Yeah, really well done. There were a lot of G2 players there as it was happening, and they still managed to get in, so I'm kind of impressed. Stavin, good couple of kills for him. And waiting patiently, not you know, letting his curiosity get the better of him.
Yeah, I mean, he played it perfectly, where his teammates were, you were kind of baiting your teammates at that point. You're waiting for them to make contact and just slide out nice and easy. 13-8, and I think that's going to put G2 onto a save. Shocks might be able to drop some deagles or some upgraded pistols for an element of danger behind that AUG. But for the most part, G2 need to play the economy game for a round here.
Yeah. Yeah, really a different feeling from Vertigo, this map now. There's real chance that Heroic could make something happen, which it's kind of now or never as well. Stavin getting jumped on a tiny bit, but he's got some backup there as well, and he's going to be fine. And as soon as they realize that there's only that one organ play, that can make a big difference. Shocks with the deagle, though. That's the bomb as well, and he gets one more headshot. Oh, dear. That's expensive.
That's a beautiful start. The AUG is still in play as well on Jax. Freiburg trying to do what he can. He spots Kenny S out. Blame working his way off Catwalk, but he's got the bomb. He cannot lose it here. That's a tough fight. He taps away, pre-fires, and Lucky swings right into it. Nice job from Blame in a dangerous scenario. Those two AK-47s are still up on Catwalk for Kenny S and Amanek, and Jax with that AUG going to hold the angle. He finds one. Oh, this is trouble now for Heroic. They're locked in this bomb site. Freiburg and Blame have a lot to do, and there's nowhere to go.
Nope, and there is a Molotov as well on Kenny. He got that shot off first now. Good counter grenade. That's going to block off that Catwalk push for a long time, and they do pick up those kills down at long as well. If they hadn't had that Molotov to counter Catwalk, then Kenny would have got in position with his, and that would have been mayhem on that bomb site.
That's a very narrow victory for Heroic, but nice job from them pulling out with their 9th round here. Two dangerous kills from Shocks almost sent this into a spiral. 13-8, and Kenny S has a free AWP to invest, or that he doesn't have to invest into. So a good chance for G2. Another strong body going to come out, and Shocks has 6,800, so he can drop another AWP if he wants. And I think, importantly as well, the fact that Kenny S has a free AWP means he can save money in this round as well. Not just not buying an AWP, but not buying a weapon whatsoever means in the future, it's another round he'll be able to have an AWP later on in this half if needed.
Yeah, that really does make a big difference. Not at all impossible that G2 could win one or a couple of rounds even just from getting some good AWP engagements early on.
Mm-hmm. And also, I mean, remember, there's his, if G2 is able to qualify here for the stage, then the French fans get to see both French teams. Vitality playing in the show match.
Oh, you're right. Mm-hmm. I had kind of forgot about that.
That'd be cool. All the French legends. Parade them out.
Almost all of them.
Almost all of them.
For his existence.
He's chilling.
Chilling. Relaxing.
Isn't he Belgian?
Yeah, well. True.
True in a way. It's just a technicality. Jax turned for counter flash and turned for his teammates' flashes as well, so Blame is just going to take the angle and spray through the smoke. He's such low HP, but I mean, there's so much covering fire that no one from G2 can really get involved in the action. That all has to work its way out, and Kenny's going to do just that. A little bit of a dangerous run, the gauntlet moment, but he does escape, and now he's got his eyes on Catwalk. 4-1 offense for Heroic.
I can't even believe that Kenny made it out of that corner. I would have thought for sure they would have, I don't know, caught him.
These ops have to be impactful. Now you'd want to see these ops start getting a little aggressive. Shocks, I guess, is kind of fine because he's in that B bomb site, and that means he can just hold it down. But I think G2 is actually coming out with a gamble stack. I think they're just saying, listen, we don't have money. Everyone go to the B bomb site. If they come here, we probably win, and they are coming there. And I think Heroic's going to run another 5-on-4 fake.
Yeah, so when those smokes of the cross go down, that's going to be Kenny spotting it. He's looking that way. So are they going to change their minds?
No, you don't change your mind from this position.
Well, if they don't, they've got an amazing setup here. Shocks taking down NATO, 35 seconds, and the bomb's being brought back. But they're going to catch that in the middle as well. Jax is here to hear it. 30 seconds, they have to run, and even that is a little bit dangerous. Kenny with a kill, and Heroic, you totally see where they're coming from with this, but that is going to be very tricky now.
Oh, that's not great. Amanek, another perfectly timed flank, and now G2 have given themselves an advantage, 13-9. Amanek, with the bomb not even close to being planted just yet, he's going to go for the long flank towards long. And actually, the timing of this, with Blame coming around, this could be so massive. Do they hear each other? Blame heard. Amanek did not. He goes down, so Blame has to go back now. A 2-on-3 and Heroic with a real chance. It's Freiburg on the rails, and the entire retake coming from Catwalk.
Yeah, now is really his time to shine. He's been playing great so far, but Gonna have to double it up here. Blame very low on health. Hard for him to do anything. It's gonna be one kill. Freiburg does go down, and they're on that bomb. They do not have a kit, so it's 10 seconds, but Shock's there to stop it, and it's, I don't know, that's a hard round to lose there for Heroic. They had the right idea.
I mean, they did everything they could. Again, I mean, they just run into that AWP and Shocks. I think they expected that fake to be way, way more effective than it was. But, I mean, they unfortunately run into the counter call, which is G2. They didn't even want to really go for that round, right? Until they got those kills. And then they're like, oh, they actually have to fall back from lower. We can put Kenny in position. I think that was Jax as well at the double doors. So, again, G2's making some really clever mid-round decisions that have put him in the perfect position to turn the tides in some of these rounds. It's very, very cool to see. I think this is a well-called defensive half from G2 so far. And offensive half, to be fair.
Yeah, absolutely. They have the luxury as well, which Heroic don't, of having that buffer. Now, 9-14, they kind of know it's not going to take a lot here before they're home safe. They get to win it 2-0 if they get another couple of rounds. Money not looking great now either for Heroic. So they're really running out of options. Not the best return grenade, but it does something. Scout instead of an orb as well. Really tell that the economy is starting to struggle just a little bit. Over on the B stream, NRG are up 4-0 on the third map, just to point that out.
Lovely.
Well, that's something. That's on Dust 2 as well.
That'd be wild. Daps in his final hurrahs, he goes off into the sunset with the NRG jersey, able to take down the Giants.
Yeah.
Well, 3 players for Heroic coming up mid for the moment. Not yet committed. Blame is taking some attention away. Oh my god, Shocks had no time to react whatsoever. What a shot with the scout. That leaves Amanek on his own lonesome. NATO surely going to check this. No, he's not. He's a little bit blind. It's a team flash, and Amanek can get away. This is so tough to deal with now because, again, you control the halls as well.
Yeah, this is a pretty good setup for a retake, but they still need to make their way past Blame down in the middle. If they can't do that, then none of it really matters. If he gets a kill here, I think it's time that he to back it off, and he's going to get more than just that. That is amazing. No chance for any retake at this point here. He's going to go down, but still, that was amazing. What a shot to start off the round with from S-Tag there.
Oh, that was beautiful. Shocks, his crosshair didn't even move. You don't have time to really even register the fact that he was being peeked. So, double digits for Heroic now, 10-14.
Yeah.
Inching closer into striking distance.
Yeah, what a game this could turn out to be now. It's really now within the realm of possibility for Heroic. Looking at the money for G2 as well, there's a lot that they could do.
Almanac can drop a weapon. Kenny's can drop a FAMAS if he wanted to, and Jax can buy himself. It'll be another decision. G2 have 2 timeouts, and they haven't been afraid to use them either. So the question is, I think they take one if they're going to invest, but it looks like a Deagle is picked up by Jax, so maybe sitting this round out with just the 2 rifles that they already have, relying on Kenny S with the AWP to really be high impact. Seems like he's going to take over the role of Shocks. You just put an AWP in the B bomb site and just never worry about it. Let him do his thing. Ooh, they're going to get aggressive. Okay, so this long take. 5 players for Heroic take long. This flank into upper dark is going to cut the map. They're going to clear this out and start creeping towards middle, but oh, these pistols, they come through, so the weapons, the rifles don't have a chance to even be involved. Bold call. Doesn't pan out for him.
No, you like the idea. Those flashbangs going over could have caught a bunch of people. Maybe that would have been interesting, but they turned around for it quite nicely.
Now, I think the interesting thing is Heroic is going to know that these are the 2 saved weapons from the previous round. Do they want to chase? You have 5 players alive. You're in no danger of losing this round. Do you want to go for this, and are you ruthless enough to go for it? You have not a great economy, but I think enough to warrant a couple deaths in taking these guns away.
Yeah.
But you can't just let Kenny S and Amanek just save these guns 2 or 3 rounds in a row and let them just keep building up money and not having to reinvest it.
No, you could easily get into a position where a couple of saved rifles is what gives you to essentially 1 more ticket into the game. So it seems like maybe it doesn't matter because you're doing the round, but I agree that's kind of not true. You've got to be worried about what happens if they have a little bit more, and S-Tag certainly thinking about it. He's got the right idea. Kenny gonna find the perfect timing against him. Now
That's the T side off. That actually exposed them to danger because they have to go salvage it.
yeah.
They do get away with scot-free. Freiburg goes down right at the end. So they did go for a hunt. It was half-hearted.
Shocks giving out the orders for the next round.
The general.
Timing here. Yeah, just not even scoped up. Ready for it. 14-11. 4 out on the A-bomb site. Just 1 crossing there in Amanek. See if they're going to be ready. They really wanted that long control, but look at the timing here. Heroic charging in. Kenny gonna fall back down. That could have got him killed. The jump back, but they're not going to commit to it, and I don't blame them.
I thought he had the read. I thought he was
Yep.
going to scope up and get at least one because there were 4 players for G2 at A. Kenny was just supporting the 3 long players with a flashbang. And then if he had just scoped up, he surely would have had at least 1 kill. Now, a readjustment. Heroic keeping up a fast pace. They want to switch into a mid to B split, but Lucky comes through just before the smoke blooms. That's huge and now boosted up over. Shocks can do so much damage here.
Yep, he can, and he will as well. Does fall back down. Gotta be a little bit scary. Did get tagged, and inside of the bomb site, Amanek so ready for it. Gotta be worried more coming through. Nice positional play. Rotating as he shoots, but it doesn't matter at that close range. Now, 2 on 4. They've got a lot of chances to make this work. They've got to deal with that Molotov on S-Tag, and also obviously the AWP. If you get a kill here, that would be big for S-Tag. I can understand why he wants to play this a bit defensively, but again, he's gonna get shut down, not realizing that the shoulder was peeking out there. So now it's all on young Stavin.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. 2 players coming in from the halls as well. That's going to get cleared, and he doesn't get a chance to shoot. Kenny looks for it. G2's got 15. They've at least secured overtime, and they've got 4 chances to close this series out 2-0 and make it to the quarterfinals.
Yes, indeed. Man, that was... I don't know. I actually liked a lot of what was happening there for Heroic. The call to go quick catwalk was really interesting, but they made a very quick call to go back down middle. They had the smoke for CT spawn. I mean, they really had pretty much everything going, but then Lucky got the kill, and Shocks was boosted up to slow things down and do a lot of damage. And then Amanek was, you know, playing great defensive play inside. Double kill for him.
As he does. Look at every single round. There's been a plan. Well, I mean, not every single in the half, but what, the last 7?
Yeah.
So G2 not able to keep them out of the bomb sites, which has made this CT side pretty hard on them, considering they're going up against, you know, pretty solid buys with that bonus money constantly coming in, even in losses.
7-1 in favor of NRG on the first half.
How do you feel about that, Mr. Denmark?
I don't really feel... strange, I think, is the best way to put it, Moses. Kind of like... sort of like when you pick up... you know, a glass of something, you think it's juice and then it's wine instead, and you're not ready for it. You're like, oh, what's this? Shocks down in the pit, running past Freiburg, gonna pick it up, but again, a lot of defense here. Stavin, what a headshot to follow up with. Taking down Shocks. That looked like it was gonna be pretty good for G2.
That's the bomb as well, so if he actually loses that fight, they're in trouble. Ooh, I don't know how Blame didn't win that, but he's gonna be kicking himself. Perhaps the final round of their tournament, he's not able to get what looked like a freebie at the time. NATO's going to lurk himself out mid. Amanek has to be aware of the possibility. Stavin's going to follow up, though, and Kenny and CT Spawn can do some work.
If he jumps at the wrong time there, Amanek, that's going to be it for him. And he does go down. Kenny repositioning, gets the kill, runs back down the middle. Stavin trying to get away with the bomb. He's right at the edge, almost getting caught, and Kenny is just hunting him down right now. We need that Jaws theme or something playing at the moment because...
He saw the ankle.
Yeah, he definitely did. Stavin starting to feel a little bit of fear here. Kenny sneaking up with that AWP. Grenade on top. And Stavin just crouched down behind. Kenny, if he doesn't show himself, Kenny sort of has to eventually move forward. There's the flick, and Kenny will take him down. Excellent shot. And 16 rounds for G2. They're going to make it to the audience.
Yeah,
they're going to play in front of the home crowd.
They've made it. That's phenomenal, and you can hear the excitement out of